Protein powder. Worth the hype or waste of money? This is a question that has been on the minds of fitness enthusiasts, bodybuilders, and even casual gym goers for years. With so many options available, it can be overwhelming to decide if protein powder is a necessary addition to your diet or just another marketing gimmick. What's up guys, it's Jeff Cavalier, and today we're diving into this hot topic. We're tackling a question that's been plaguing gym goers and health enthusiasts for years. Is protein powder really worth it? Whether you're lifting weights, running marathons, or just trying to stay fit, protein is a crucial part of your diet. But does it need to come from a powder? We see those massive tubs lining the shelves, promising gains and faster recovery. They come in all sorts of flavors and formulations, each claiming to be the best. But how do you know which one, if any, is right for you? Are they just a marketing ploy or a legitimate tool for building muscle and improving health? It's easy to get lost in the sea of options and end up spending money on something that might not even work for you. Today, we're diving deep, cutting through the BS, and giving you the facts so you can decide for yourself. We'll look at the science behind protein intake, the benefits and drawbacks of protein powder, and how it compares to whole food sources. We're going to break down the science behind protein intake, explaining how much protein you actually need and how your body processes it. We'll also discuss the different types of protein powders available, such as whey, casein, and plant-based options. We'll analyze the actual cost per gram of protein from different sources, comparing protein powders to whole foods like chicken, fish, and beans. This will help you understand if you're getting the best bang for your buck, and we'll expose the common mistakes people make when buying protein powder, such as falling for misleading labels or not considering their dietary needs. We'll give you tips on what to look for and what to avoid. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of whether protein powder deserves a spot in your pantry, or if you're better off sticking to whole food sources. We'll weigh the pros and cons so you can make an informed decision. No more guesswork, no more marketing hype, just the cold, hard truth about protein powder. Let's get started. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, this video will provide valuable insights to help you reach your goals. The protein imperative, why you need it. Alright, before we even talk about protein powder, we need to understand why protein is so important in the first place. Protein is not just another nutrient, it's a fundamental building block of life. Without it, our bodies wouldn't be able to function properly. Protein is an essential macronutrient, meaning your body can't produce it on its own, and you need to get it from your diet. This is why it's crucial to include a variety of protein sources in your meals, whether you're a meat eater, vegetarian, or vegan. It's the building block of your muscles, bones, skin, hair, and pretty much every other tissue in your body. Without adequate protein, your body can't repair and build new tissues, which is vital for growth, recovery, and overall health. Now, the minimum recommended daily intake for protein is about 0.36 grams per pound of body weight. This amount is enough to prevent deficiency, but it's not necessarily optimal for everyone, especially those with active lifestyles. That's enough to prevent deficiency, but if you're training hard, aiming to build muscle, or even just trying to maintain a healthy weight, you're going to need more than that. Athletes and fitness enthusiasts often require higher protein intake to support muscle repair and growth. For those of you serious about building muscle and strength, you're looking at bumping that number up to around 0.7 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. This higher intake helps maximize muscle protein synthesis, which is crucial for muscle growth. That's a significant amount of protein, and it can be tough to hit that target consistently through diet alone, especially if you're busy and always on the go. This is where protein supplements can be incredibly useful, providing a convenient and efficient way to meet your daily protein needs. The real cost of protein. It ain't cheap. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the cost. Protein in general is more expensive than carbohydrates and fats. That's just the reality of the food industry. But here's the thing, you're already paying for protein in your diet whether you realize it or not. Every time you buy chicken breast, fish, eggs, or even beans and lentils, you're shelling out money for protein. The question is, are you getting the most bang for your buck? Are there more cost-effective ways to hit your protein targets without breaking the bank? That's what we're going to find out. Protein on a plate, breaking down the cost. Let's take a look at some common protein sources and see how they stack up in terms of cost per gram of protein. Understanding the cost of protein can help you make more informed choices when planning your meals and managing your budget. Chicken breast, a staple in most healthy diets, will typically run you about 8 to 12 cents per gram of protein, depending on where you buy it. It's a versatile option that can be used in a variety of dishes, from salads to stir-fries, making it a popular choice for many. Beef, while delicious and nutrient-dense, comes in a bit higher, often around 10 to 15 cents per gram. It's a great source of iron and other essential nutrients, but it can be more expensive, especially if you opt for higher quality cuts. Fish can vary wildly in price, but on average, you're looking at 15 to 25 cents per gram for something like salmon. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial for heart health, but this nutritional benefit comes at a higher cost. Eggs are a great value, coming in at around 6 to 8 cents per gram. They are not only affordable but also incredibly versatile, perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Plus, they are packed with essential vitamins and minerals. And for our plant-based eaters, peanut butter, a good source of plant protein, will cost you about 10 to 12 cents per gram. It's a convenient option for snacks and can be easily added to smoothies, oatmeal, or spread on toast. Now keep these numbers in mind as we move on to protein powder. Protein powder can be a cost-effective way to supplement your diet, especially if you're looking to increase your protein intake without significantly increasing your food budget. We'll explore this option in more detail next. Chapter 4. Protein powder supplement or convenient protein source. Here's where things get interesting. A lot of people view protein powder as some sort of magic supplement, something extra you take on top of your regular diet. But here's the truth. Protein powder is just another source of protein, just like chicken, beef, or eggs. It's simply a more convenient and often more cost-effective way to increase your protein intake. Think of it this way. You wouldn't hesitate to add a scoop of peanut butter to your smoothie for extra protein, right? Well, protein powder is no different. It's just a more concentrated and processed form of protein. Chapter 5. Protein powder on a budget, the real cost breakdown. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty and see how the cost of protein powder compares to our whole food sources. Using the same cost per gram formula, a typical tub of whey protein powder, which is the most common type, will cost you around 6.5 cents per gram of protein. That's right, 6.5 cents. That's often cheaper than chicken, beef, and even on par with eggs. So if you're looking at it purely from a cost perspective, protein powder is a clear winner. Chapter 6. Don't get tricked. Common protein powder shopping mistakes. Now, before you run out and buy the cheapest protein powder you can find, there are a few things you need to be aware of. One of the biggest mistakes people make when buying protein powder is focusing solely on the price per tub or serving size. Remember, we're interested in the cost per gram of protein. A giant tub of protein powder might seem like a good deal, but if it has a low protein content per serving or uses inferior ingredients, you're not actually saving money. Let's take a look at some of the top-selling protein powders on the market and see how they compare. Most reputable brands, the ones using high-quality ingredients and providing a decent amount of protein per serving, will fall within that 6.5 to 7 cents per gram range we talked about earlier. However, you might come across some unusually cheap options, those that are priced significantly lower than the average. This is where you need to be careful. When it comes to protein intake, it's not just about the total amount you consume in a day, but also how much you're getting in each serving. Research has shown that there's a threshold for maximizing muscle protein synthesis, the process by which your body builds new muscle tissue. That's why we formulated Athlean X Pro 30G to deliver a full 30 grams of high-quality whey protein isolate per serving. This ensures that you're hitting that muscle-building threshold every time you use it. Those dirt-cheap protein powders often cut corners by using low-quality whey protein concentrate, which contains higher levels of lactose and fat compared to isolate. Not only can this lead to digestive issues for some people, but you're also getting less actual protein per serving. Remember, you get what you pay for. When it comes to protein powder, investing in a high-quality product from a reputable brand is worth it in the long run. So, there you have it, guys. The truth about protein powder. It's not a magic supplement, but it's not a marketing scam either. It's simply a convenient and often cost-effective way to increase your protein intake and support your fitness goals. If you're struggling to hit your protein targets through whole foods alone, whether it's due to time constraints, dietary restrictions, or just plain preference, then protein powder can be a valuable tool in your arsenal. Just remember to focus on the cost per gram of protein, choose a high-quality product from a reputable brand, and don't fall for those marketing gimmicks. Now go out there and make those gains.